What's going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today I wanted to do a little bit of a discussion because it is coming around to that time of year again, and we already know what the Dokkan Fest thing is going to be on the JP side of the game, at least. Global, they could be a surprise, and maybe this comes to you guys first, or it comes at the same time. I'm not really sure, but it could come to you guys first, because now that Global finally has Heroes content, they can go all out. There is no need to hold back, Akatsuki. Seriously, start giving us some of these wacky, crazy characters that we would love to see. Final Form Golden Cooler, just saying, not metal. Anyway, moving on. So there is going to be a live stream this weekend, actually, that has to do with the 9th anniversary of Dragon Ball Heroes, or Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I should say. It says that there's no thing announced yet for Dokkan or anything like that. They do this every year. It's more to promote the card game and everything. But I wanted to go over what we have gotten the last couple of years, because at this time, or technically in about 3 weeks after this recording, is when generally the JP side of the game has gotten the little collaboration banner for Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So let's go back and take a look at what we gotten. And then obviously I know Global, you got the very last banner where it just included everything. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see something here in November. I don't think we're going to see a Dokkan Fest exclusive this particular month. And when I say this particular month, I mean November coming up. However, that could change though. Global could get it first and then JP gets it later. I'm not really sure. Depends what kind of banners they're going to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got in the past. And then let's take a look at potentially what we could see now. Because there's actually a lot of stuff that's been popping up on Twitter. A lot of people over here in Japan, on their Twitter accounts have been updating little posts about live streams for Dragon Ball Heroes and new cards that are coming out and everything, and competitions and things about, ranking the top cards that everyone thinks is popular and everything like that. And maybe that can give us some ideas about what we could potentially see for both some non-Dokkan Fest hero stuff, so the usual Heroes banners that we would see, and then also maybe some Dragon Ball Dokkan Fest cards in the future. I don't know. What do you guys think? Alright guys, so for those of you who have been on the JP version of the game for quite a while now, this picture or this banner right here should be very familiar to you if you've been around for the game for a year or more, okay? And if you've been around longer, then you recognize the past ones where they had the 7th anniversary and I believe the 6th anniversary. I think the 6th anniversary was the very first Heroes banner that we ever got in the JP version of the game, okay? So this was last year's banner. It was a pretty good banner. Unfortunately, no discount summons or anything like that. They do the normal 50, but this was the 8th anniversary. There's a little collaboration between Dokkan and Super Dragon Ball Heroes, okay? A lot of these cards came in. They were very, very good. Funny enough, none of these featured cards right here actually got any kind of Dokkan Awakening. These guys are all level 100 at UR. So if any of these guys are about to get a Dokkan Awakening coming up, they're going to be amazing. All of these guys in their right mind are amazing. This guy's a very good support unit on an extreme team. This guy can stack defense on the Time Travelers, which makes him really good for Legendary Goku events. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta here are just amazing cards, and the fact that they have Augmented Damage at a UR stage and a non-Dokkan Fest card is absolutely ridiculous. Supreme Kind of Time, she's a very good support unit for pretty much a lot of teams. And then the Mass Saiyan and Dark Mass King, they're just simply amazing units in themselves. They get strong, they are self-sufficient, all that fun stuff, and they lower attack and all that fun stuff. So all these cards are really amazing. So if those guys are going to get a Dokkan Awakening this upcoming year, I am all for that, okay? So then something kind of interesting happened. If you guys remember, the Switch released the Heroes game, and it had a little collaboration, first on the JP version of the game, but then Global came out with the same banner. But this one was back in mid-June, late June-ish, and then ended in the beginning of July right before the Tanabatsu banner. But this one introduced the support units of the Goku and Vegeta. It introduced Great Saiyaman 3, and then the free-to-play Great Saiyaman 4, Sealess, and a couple of other units. So it was a pretty good banner. A lot of people definitely enjoyed it. And then after that, Global finally got this thing right before the 300 million download celebration. And so I know a lot of people on Global skipped the banner, unfortunately, because I was kind of like, I wanted someone on this banner, but we've got the 300 million download celebration coming up, and I do not blame anybody for doing that. Heroes are amazing units, and unfortunately, they're never going to put them into at least doesn't seem to me they're ever going to put them into the, just every single banner that comes out, unfortunately. So if they ever do, though, thank you. It's about time. Get rid of some of those old cards that we have in the banners and put these guys in. Come on. No one cares about the OG AGL Super Saiyan Goku. Nobody does, okay? Anyway, so this was the banner that we got. And again, it was a pretty good one. Obviously, guaranteed SSR and all that fun stuff. So, but now the question is, and again, I've been seeing this for the last couple of weeks here. This was all of the stuff that was starting to kind of be advertised during the last year's anniversary for Dragon Ball Heroes. It had, pictures of like all the Gokus on here and everything like that. There was one, there's all this stuff here back when the show was going to start, or those, like 5-10 minute, show episodes or whatever, things like that were starting to show up and everything. And that at the time was this stuff came out. It felt kind of random, right? Because they were advertising the Trunks down here, they were advertising the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and the UI Goku and everything, but we never got that. Like, just all of a sudden these cards came out. If you guys even remember from the show and everything, none of these guys showed up in the show. I mean, aside from this Goku, but he went Super Saiyan 4, but they didn't release him or anything like that. I think a lot of people simply chalked it up to the fact that, oh, well, these guys were, it was the third banner, because you had year 6, year 7, year 8 collaborations. And so, this is the third year, technically, so Super Saiyan 3, why not? So maybe this year we'll see Super Saiyan 4 non-Dokkan Fest cards. Who's knows? We might see something like that. But nonetheless, so a lot of this stuff was out last year, and then so I started peeking around, and then we saw this really interesting trailer, I would say, for the 9th anniversary. The next episode is coming out. Supposedly, Gogeta Blue is supposed to be making his Dragon Ball Super Heroes episode debut. I believe it's somewhere in November, or it might be next week, actually, that this episode's supposed to come out. But they had this like little trailer, obviously showing off, mostly showing off the cards and everything, but then showing off Super Saiyan God Trunks. And you guys know me, I love Super Saiyan God, especially Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Ooh. Oh yeah, especially that transformation in the movie, that is awesome. Trunks here, I'm all for a God and everything. I don't care that he's only half Saiyan and that he's going Super Saiyan God. I'm not a fan of the long hair in terms of that. So maybe if he was more along the lines of what we saw in the Super TV show / manga, maybe I'd be a little bit more for it. I'm not a fan of him with the red long hair. I know that's my personal opinion. But anyway, we're getting off topic and everything. But there's supposed to be a live stream this upcoming weekend, actually, on Sunday, Japan time. Again, mostly going for talking about the card game and everything, because there's been a lot of these things talking about how the first place card is like most popular among the Dragon Ball Heroes community and everything. First off, whoever Robedu is, Robedu. I don't know who this is. Again, definitely and mostly a Heroes only unit. So again, I'm not really sure. Gresh, buddy, if you happen to be watching this, let me know why she's so popular. You're the one who actually came out here to Japan, and we made that video of you actually buying these cards, so it is what it is. Obviously, then you got like this Rage Goku. Probably a lot of you guys recognize this Rage Goku from the World Missions game on the Switch. And then obviously you've got a Blue Gogeta, and then the 4th and 5th places were some other cards. And then this is even floating around right now, talking about a Super Saiyan Xeno, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then Vegeta, who can both go into Gogeta here. Again, I don't know if that means you have to have them both on the table at the same time, or just one of them means you can go Gogeta, which is pretty cool. I'm not really sure. From the looks of it down here, it seems like you need both, and then it, you go into it or something like that. Again, I don't play Heroes that much, so yeah. And in the game on Switch, like, I remember a lot of people saying they wanted content made on it, but it's just like, you can't really make much on it, but it is what it is. So anyways, all this stuff is floating around, and my question is like, oh, okay, does this finally mean that we're going to see something for November here, in the second half at least? Because the first half we're having the Transforming Frieza, the Transforming Cooler, but what could we potentially see for a banner coming celebrating the 9th anniversary? So take away this 8 and put it with a 9, and obviously change up the banner a little bit, right? All these cards will be back as they usually would here, but there's got to be some new cards, right? I mean, they're not going to take an opportunity, or miss an opportunity, I should say, to not want to put these cards into the game and be like, hey guys, by the way, spend your stones, give us some more money and all that fun stuff, right? Plus another chance to obviously bring back Silas, Great Saiyaman 3, the the Goku and the Vegeta Xeno support units and everything, and some of these guys could get a Dokkan Awakening. Silas already has one, same with the Great Saiyaman 3, aka Trunks, but Goku and Vegeta don't, although granted they don't really need one. But some of these other cards could definitely maybe use one. Definitely a couple, these two guys right here, maybe the Super Saiyan 3s as well. So we got time. That's their choice if they want to do that. So we could definitely see something like that. Now, what do I personally think we could see? I think we actually got a pretty good shot at probably seeing a Super Saiyan God Trunks. He's not like, you know, crazy, at least from, you know, obviously we haven't seen him in the show or anything like that, but he's not crazy like, oh my gosh, I could never expect this guy to see power, right? Like, you know, with something with heroes, we always see something like Final Form Golden Cooler, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know, granted we've seen in GT, but Xeno, technically, or, you know, even Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or anything like that, like all those kind of crazy, like, oh my gosh, power-up kind of characters. Trunks, on the other hand, is just kind of like, okay, it's mainly used right here for promotional stuff. So I think we could see something like this potentially in a banner for the 9th year collaboration with Dokkan. I think that'd be pretty cool. Again, when I see the stream, I might live stream translating the live stream itself, and maybe potentially they announce something. I'm not really sure. Kind of keep an eye on it maybe, and update you guys if I see something. We could potentially see this character right here. Again, whoever Robedu is, we could potentially see her as a character in the banner here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Again, I don't really know where she's from or anything. Is she from the future? Is she, you know, another universe or something like that? Let me know, but we could potentially see something like that. Maybe we see a Rage Goku. That'd be kind of cool to see. I mean, he definitely gained some popularity from the World Missions game on Switch, so why not? I could potentially see something like that. Gogeta Blue, probably not, especially because we have the Dokkan Fest Gogeta Blue. I mean, you know, we still could see something like that. I'm not really sure. And then maybe, just maybe, we see some Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. I don't think we'll see Gogeta on a normal banner. I think if they were going to ever do a Dokkan Fest exclusive Super Dragon Ball Heroes cards, they would probably do a Gogeta and Vegito in the same banner or something like that. Or I doubt they're gonna make it the 5th anniversary. I mean, the 5th anniversary is basically already guaranteed to be Gogeta Blue, probably along with some of their kind of Vegito Blue as well. But maybe they'll do some kind of celebration, maybe for New Year's or something like that, right? I mean, New Year's has always been a big thing with Dokkan. Maybe we'll see a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Vegito combination or something like that, or we'll see some of the other crazy units that you see from Heroes, right? Again, though, think logically, because you gotta show something off that's gonna bring in the money. So maybe you could do something like the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and then also have, you know, Golden Cooler in there, and have all these other crazy cards and everything, right? We could see all of that kind of stuff. So there is just endless possibilities. But again, in terms of what we could potentially see for November, I don't see us getting something like Gogeta Blue. I don't see us getting Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta yet. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, I could actually kind of see that. But definitely more something along the lines of like this character, the Super Saiyan God Trunks, the Rage Goku here. I can see something like that. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys. If they do, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that they are going to, just because of the past years and everything. But if they do a banner for the 9th anniversary on the second half of November, so again, that's going to be after the Transforming Cooler, what do you think is going to possibly happen? What cards would you like to see? And what cards do you think are going to get some Awakenings? I think these 4 right here could get an Awakening. I don't see her getting an Awakening. Maybe these 2 right here could potentially get an Awakening as well. And hopefully we can get an easy A for the Tech Mass Saiyan that has been in the game for who knows how long. It's something like, what, 2 years now or something like that. So hopefully he'll get a Dokkan Awakening as well, or an easy A, because he definitely needs one. So anyway, guys, that's me for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And it's the next time, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one.